everyone, this is Tracy from the social media ministry here at Calvary Lutheran Church in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I have Pastor Jen with me. Hi, Pastor Jen.
Hello.
So I have a question for you today about one of the comments that you had made on a previous video. You had mentioned that the ELCA has bishops, and it kind of threw me because, growing up, the only bishops I had ever heard about were bishops in the Catholic Church. So I guess just for my own information and for everybody out there who might be listening, could you just kind of go into, does the ELCA actually have bishops?
Okay, so yes, we have bishops within the ELCA.
Huh.
Many denominations have bishops, many groups have bishops, and each denomination or group, remember they're independent, separate groups,
Okay.
uses the word slightly differently.
Of course.
And understands those people in a slightly different way.
Okay.
Within the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, our bishops are the people who preside over a certain region.
Okay.
So if you think of the word preside, it's related to the word president. The president of the country presides over the country.
Got it.
Whether you like it or not.
Okay.
The president of a club or a group presides over that group.
Okay, got it. I'm with you.
So some Lutheran churches have presidents, presiders who preside over an area.
Okay.
Within the ELCA, when those bodies were forming together, those different Lutheran churches were forming together to form the ELCA, there was conversation because some of them called their leaders presidents, some of them called them bishops.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, bishops won out. In part because bishop denotes not only someone who presides or helps run and make decisions for a particular region, but it also denotes a religious function.
Okay, well that makes sense. All right.
So within the ELCA, our bishops each cover a region of the country, one of the synods of the country. So each synod has their independent bishop or their own bishop who takes care of things within that synod. And they run the synod office, which takes care of things like helping pastors move from one church to another, or maybe even one synod to another.
Okay.
Takes care of things like if there's a complaint that arises or a misconduct that arises, they would deal with those issues. Takes care of continuing education and instruction for the churches, the leadership of the churches, as well as the pastors of the churches in a particular area.
Okay.
So each bishop's office does some of those things. There's also a presiding bishop of the ELCA. So then, notice we combine the two words. So we got a president bishop. The presiding bishop right now is Bishop Elizabeth Eaton.
Okay.
And she's elected. All of our bishops are elected for a certain term.
Okay.
She's elected and she presides over all the bishops.
Okay.
So she's the national bishop.
So she's the boss of the bosses.
Well, kind of. I mean,
or
bishops,
supervisor.
Right. Bishops are not bosses of the church per se.
Okay.
But they do have an authority to discipline and help with clergy persons, rostered persons within the church. If a rostered person were, say, to engage in some sort of misconduct, the bishop would have that authority. And they certainly have authority to work with churches, but they don't come in and they're not like walking into the church and being the big boss man who just says, this is how it's going to go and you can't change anything.
Okay.
They don't have that kind of
authority.
Function.
Okay.
Kind of function within our system.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, once again, you have enlightened me on another topic in our church. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and make sure to stay tuned for our next episode, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you.